we are pleading with him that he should go down in the annals of history. He should be able to say to God, I've done what was right. I stood up to intimidation and I saved the people who are suffering, the victims of a genocide, of an injustice, not a conflict of religions that the Zionists are trying to portray.
Hey, it's Jordan. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio, Tumwa, Iowa. Please support the only independent outlet on the ground covering what the corporate media covers up.
We will be victorious! We will be victorious! Resistance is glorious!
Gaza is the property of the Palestinian people. It will never be the property of the United States. It will never be occupied by the United States or Israel or anywhere else. It is for the Palestinian people of Gaza. The only place the people of Gaza will go to, aside from Gaza, is the villages and cities in occupied Palestine from where they come.
I think he's totally insane. Yeah, I mean, how could you just take their land? Just like we did to the indigenous people here.
Absolutely.
This is the second genocide America's in, right?
Absolutely, and you know, Trump talks about America first, and you know, this is not a policy that's focused on Americans or America first. Do you think MAGA, the Trump supporters got conned?
See, the 75 million people that are behind Trump, once he screws them, if he does, that's when a third party is going to come into existence. We're ripe for a third party because these people are middle-class people. See, they buy into the race card. White people are stupid. We didn't all come in the same boat, but we're in it now. And white people are stupid. They buy into the race card. We come together, we got power. Just like with the Vietnam War, we'll shut it down. But we got to come together.
Absolutely.
They got us divided. But when he screws them all, then we'll have a third party and people will be together then. We don't need no more war. Passe, put the guns down, rebuild the whole country. When I was a kid, we had poor people, but nobody was homeless. Nobody was on the streets. My dad was a printer for the Daily News for 39 years. 1961, I'm in my Marine uniform getting my picture taken in the New York, in the Daily News, in the pics, the paper within the paper, how the kids are doing. My dad's take-home pay, $135 a week. My mom didn't work, we had a house, and me and my brother had everything. Now you couldn't even feed yourself. It's a class struggle. From the beginning of time, the rich against the poor. But white people are stupid. They buy into that race card. Well, thank you, my brother.
Absolutely, you're
nice
absolutely right about that.
again.
What's your name, by the way?
Bob Nash, former United States Marine. Yeah, Bob Nash. I'm a former United States Marine. I was a rifle instructor in Paris Island, 1961. I didn't know any better.
You said Bob, right?
Bob Nash,
nice to meet you, Bob.
Yeah, nice seeing you again, too, my brother. Good luck. We're going to need it.
Hold on, I may have one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
So now we see a lot of Democrats trying to shame.
The Democrats are done.
Yeah.
The Democrats are done.
They're trying to shame people who didn't vote for Kamala.
If they can run all the bullshit they want, they're done. When you pull genocide the way they did, and they're all going along with it, they're done. The Democrats are done, and the Republicans are next. We need a third party.
I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may convey His message and show, inshallah, sanctify his name, and bring peace to the world. Me and my colleague here, Rabbi Schwartz, we are, thank God, going on in years. My father escaped from the Nazis. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. My father-in-law, blessed memory, walked on the death march away from Auschwitz. They marched and they left over generations because there is an Almighty on the world who does not stand silent, who looks and has compassion. Sometimes we don't understand his ways. But in the Torah it says, why are you rebelling against me? It will not be successful. We have a new president here in the United States. He has relatively a clean slate. He's a new president. And he got up and said that he has gotten his permission, his position, because it was mandated. He has a position given to him by the Almighty. We are pleading with you. Your position from the Almighty is to do justice, to have compassion. We are pleading with you. A nation, the Jewish nation, that went through a Holocaust, where we witnessed injustice, where the world was silent. We are pleading with you. Look and have respect for these authorities, for the ones, the distinguished scholars right in your backyard in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, the largest concentration of religious Jews here in the U.S., where there's not one single Israeli flag. You are smart. There is a reason for this. There is a reason why in Mea Shearim, in the streets of Al-Quds in Jerusalem, my colleagues are being beaten. They're being arrested. They're being assassinated because they refuse, as religious, truly subservient to the Almighty, they refuse to accept this false ersatz Judaism, the occupation of Palestine. They are there for 76 years, beaten, but they are not silenced. They are standing there and declaring the occupation of Palestine is not Jewish, is not godly, and it is criminal. Judaism does not permit occupation, does not permit, since the destruction of the temple 2,000 years ago, we are not even permitted 1 inch, 1 centimeter of Jewish sovereignty, and certainly not by killing, by oppressing, by degrading, by this genocide. This is unacceptable according to God and according to the Jewish religion. Hear me, President Trump. Hear me, President Trump. We plead with you. Respect this godly mandate. Do not abuse it. Use it properly, that you will be able to stand in front of God and declare that you did your mandate in justice. Let us help bring a free Palestine. Save the people of Gaza. Save the people of Jenin. Save the people of Lebanon. Do what you can, because you are not stupid and you know what you can do. The power you have, use it properly. Inshallah, we as Jews will once again be able to thank our Palestinian neighbors for the friendship that we shared for so many hundreds and hundreds of years. It is anti-Semitic to kill Palestinians. It is anti-Semitic to use Judaism as a tool to kill people. Please do not exacerbate anti-Semitism. Do not give support for this anti-Semitic entity called the Zionist State of Israel. Free us from this evil, inshallah, with a free Palestine. A free Palestine, inshallah, today. Thank you. With the help of the Almighty, like he said, he has a mandate. He's put in an awesome position a powerful position can do good and can do, God forbid, the opposite. So we're pleading with him. We are people who witnessed colossal catastrophes and injustice. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. My father escaped from the Nazis. My father walked on the death march from the concentration. We've witnessed apartheid, things that were led by countries that were considered respectable, with the great, awesome leaders, and yet they did injustices. We are pleading. He has a new slate. He's a new president. He's at the end of the day, he's going to stand in front of God, and we are pleading with him that he should go down in the annals of history. He should be able to say to God, I've done what was right. I stood up to intimidation, and I saved the people who are suffering, the victims of a genocide, of an injustice, not in a conflict of religions that the Zionists are trying to portray. We are witnessing the unjust occupation of a people by people who ridicule religion, people who have occupied a religion, who have stolen Judaism, the name of Judaism. They are falsely speaking in the name of religion. My religion, Judaism, says that we are forbidden to take 1 inch, 1 centimeter of the Holy Land or any land. And the rabbis of Palestine, from day one, from Rabbi Sonnenfeld to Rabbi Dushinsky in 1947, in the records of the United Nations stated, we stand in opposition to even 1 inch of occupying Palestine. I'm quoting verbatim. We are forbidden to have a Jewish state in any part of Palestine, he said, clearly in his writings. And this is the view of Jews around the world. And here in the United States, in the backyard of Manhattan, right in Brooklyn, right across the Williamsburg Bridge, the largest concentration of religious Jews that President Trump knows of them. They are all in opposition to the unjust occupation. These are God-fearing, respectable communities and leaders, the distinguished scholars of Judaism. Please, we plead with you, President Trump. You have the opportunity to do right and to go down as a true hero and a true just, what we call tzedek, righteous leader. Do what you can. Please save the people of Gaza. Save the people of Jenin, of the West Bank, of Lebanon. All these people who are being murdered senselessly, unjustly, in the name of God. God save us. It is an anti-Semitic occupation. It is the textbook definition of anti-Semitism, this unjust use of Judaism that creates rift between Jews and Muslims, that creates hate, that creates death and suffering. Jews amongst the people who are dying because they're standing in the streets of Jerusalem opposing the occupation. God help, let us see in our days, with God's compassion, a free Palestine, a free Gaza. We can live together in peace and harmony, Jews and Muslims, as we've had for at least hundreds of years.
Disappointed. I didn't vote for the guy, but I didn't have anything against him. And when he pulled off the ceasefire, I said, hey, I wasn't expecting that. That was great. And then he turns on us.
Do you think this was their plan all along?
Wondering, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know?
He talks about America first and being anti-war, and the people that voted for him based on, being anti-war and America first. Do you think they got conned like MAGA?
I think a lot of them feel that way now. Like I say, I voted for Jill Stein, but I was really happy it wasn't Kamala,
Yeah.
But, this is killing me.
Now we have Democrats who are coming out and, shaming people for voting for third party Jill Stein or not voting at all. What do you say to that, to those people?
They're committing suicide. Is what they're doing. Those people aren't coming back. So
And what do you think about a general strike? I mean, it seems like nothing, protesting isn't working anymore. Things aren't, I mean, what are your thoughts about a general strike?
I think something's going to give, and maybe it'll result in a strike or maybe something else, maybe something worse.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about what's going on? No?
Free Palestine.